What a night it was at UFC 322 as Islam Makhachev picked up his second title after defeating Jack Della Maddalena by decision to win the welterweight crown to division champ Islam Makhachev. And Valentina Shevchenko holds off Weili Zhang from winning the 125-pound title. Many knockouts throughout the card. Let's recap everything UFC 322 had to offer. It was a banger of a night, and let's talk all that went down at Madison Square Garden. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new UFC recap. It's been a minute since I've done one of these. It's honestly kind of ironic how I do these because it feels like it's so long in between each one. But yeah, apologies for no 321 recap, guys. I was away in Boston. I was down seeing some friends of mine. I literally flew into Boston literally an hour before these fights started at 321. To quickly recap that, I mean, we all know what happened with Aspinall. Mackenzie Dern did okay. She got her title win, obviously, and oh my god, there's actually a touchdown in this game I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching the Commanders-Dolphins game right now. I'm doing my laundry at the same time, so hopefully this all works out. But yeah, guys, it was an interesting night at UFC 322. Let's get down to business. Let's talk our first order. And obviously, it was Islam Makhachev taking down Jack Della Maddalena to win the welterweight title. Jack just couldn't stop the shoot. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. The takedowns that Islam has are beautiful. I mean, everybody knows the game plan, but you can't stop it. If Islam would have stood with JDM, would have been lights out for him. It genuinely would have been. It genuinely would have been, because I think JDM would have pieced the hell out of Islam on the feet, and like, I don't even know, man. It's just, I mean, Islam's just damn good, and well, the welterweight picture is definitely more clear after last night, especially after the pay-per-view. Well, it'll be even clearer after Saturday next week when Ian Gary fights Bilal Muhammad. Also got Arman Sarukian versus Dan Hooker at lightweight. I think that'll be a fun bout. But yeah, Islam is now the hunted at 170 pounds, man. As for Islam, he just dominated JDM, like gave him a little bit to strike with him as like the first minute or two of every round. He'd stay on the feet, give him some time to get his strikes off, and then as soon as like the 4 minutes left in the round, 3 minutes left in the round, take down. And Islam could get it pretty easily on JDM. He just had to, in the beginning, he just had to set it up, and you could see JDM was just so gassed, especially by round 3, man. It's a different kind of wrestling, man, and everybody says how different they train, because you train in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. It's intense work with those Dagestanis, man. It is some intense stuff. Islam Makhachev, what a performance by the new 170-pound king. We'll talk about his challengers and who he could see next, maybe. Same for JDM, really. I mean, I'd probably, to be honest with you guys, I want to see Islam fight the winner of Bilal and Ian Gary. He's not going to fight Bilal. I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt we're going to see Islam versus Bilal anytime soon. But Islam versus Ian Gary? I kind of like that fight. And I mean, I even like Islam versus Shavkat Rakhmonov, but God knows what that guy's doing at this point. I really don't know what Shavkat Rakhmonov's at. Hopefully he comes back soon. I think with all this time off, he's going to have to try and build himself back into the title picture. But who knows? Actually, to be fair, I kind of dig Shavkat versus JDM now I think about it. Give JDM a similar sort of style to Islam to try and rebuild his career after the training camp he just went through. I don't hate that. I mean, I do think JDM should take some time off. I don't know when Shavkat Rakhmonov's looking to fight again. Actually going to look that up. Shavkat Rakhmonov next fight. There we go. That'll do. I don't know. When will this guy be back in the cage? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you could maybe make Jack versus Sean Brady, but I don't really like that fight that much either. So, yeah, I'd like to see Islam versus Ian Gary next if he beats Bilal Muhammad next weekend. Only time will tell. But yeah, big win for Islam Makhachev. And let's move to your women's co-main event. Well, guys, what a performance by Valentina Shevchenko, retaining the women's 125-pound title at Madison Square Garden in, once again, very dominant fashion. One critique I have for Valentina and Islam is they didn't really go for the kill. Like, they kind of just let it go the distance. I mean, I think Valentina could have very easily finished Zhang Weili, and I think, especially in that last round, there were a couple chances that Islam could have subbed JDM, but I don't know. Just, that's my one critique of the two main fights. But yeah, Valentina, very dominating performance, man. You could tell every time she hit Zhang Weili, it was like, you always get a reaction of her. It was always, oh man, I honestly was feeling bad for Zhang Weili, but you gotta appreciate a performance like this from Valentina, because she's doing it against the only woman people actually give her comparisons to on the active UFC women's roster. Like, I mean, maybe you give Valentina Kayla. I would love to see that fight, but I mean, I'd rather see Kayla versus Amanda myself. I really would. But yeah, another dominating display from Valentina. Her kickboxing and Muay Thai was on another level. Some of those knees to the body, especially that one in the first round that dropped her. Insane, man. Like, you can't give Valentina enough praise. I would love to see Valentina take on Natalia Silva next. I think that would be a great fight. Natalia is very skilled. I don't think she's at Valentina's level. It's just, when Valentina hits people, it's a different kind of hurt. She's so skilled and so dynamic. It's like she's shooting a gun every time she shoots, and it hits like a bullet every single time. I mean, it doesn't kill you like a bullet does, but it's like, man, like, that's one brutal woman, and I feel for anyone who gets in the cage with her. Like, you could argue she even beat Amanda Nunes, especially in the first fight. You could genuinely argue that, but I don't know, man. It's a beautiful performance by Shevchenko. You really can't give her enough praise, and I don't know how Alexa Grasso beat her, but I think she deserves some credit as well. She really does. But yeah, as for Zhang Weili, take a break, go down 115 pounds, go challenge Mackenzie Dern. I like to see Weili probably take till late spring, early summer off and come back probably after the White House. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If you're Zhang Weili after this performance, I mean, it's not like she fought bad either. Valentina was just on a different level. And I think what really hurt Zhang Weili in this fight was carrying that weight up a class. And I mean, like, when you're 115 pounds going up to 125, like, when you're that small and that size, that's a big jump. So, and they talked about it on the broadcast, but it's like, that's why guys like Pantoja aren't going up to fight Merab, because it is such a big jump for those classes. But all in all, very dominating performance by Valentina Shevchenko, man. I think she deserves all the praise in the world. Beautiful, beautiful display of combat sports from Shevchenko. And yeah, like I say, I'd like to see her take on Natalia Silva. Oh, maybe March or April sometime. I think that's a good timeline for both those athletes. I mean, Valentina's got to heal a couple injuries. I don't know what the UFC schedule is looking like next year. Actually, I want to look into that real quick. UFC events. What's the Paramount Plus schedule looking like? Wikipedia usually has them all up. Well, we know about the White House. They haven't released anything for 2026 yet besides the White House card. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That'll be interesting. I mean, they're probably going to release it all at once. Or you know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to wait till the final, after they've done the whole ESPN stuff, and then they're going to go, boom, here's what we got live on CBS and Paramount Plus. I don't know, man, but yeah, all in all, beautiful performance by Valentina. I'd love to see her take on Natalia Silva next, and as for Zhang Weili, I think you should take a break and go face Mackenzie Dern, try to get your 115-pound title back. I think we'll probably see Mackenzie back in the cage probably in February or March too, so maybe you can get her on July International Fight Week. I think that'd be a good timeline for Zhang Weili. She did get pretty beaten up in this one. I feel bad for her. Holy God, guys. Now we're going to talk about the rest of this card. We've got some real contenders for knockouts of the night. Like, what freaking performances by Michael Morales first up with the knockout over Sean Brady, man. First round finish for Michael Morales. I figured Morales would win this fight. But now when you have successive first round finishes over Sean Brady and Gilbert Burns back to back, like, not a lot of people finish those guys, let alone beat them. And to do it in the first round, like, this guy's a different breed, man. This guy's a different breed. Oh my God. I think Morales is probably one fight away from the title shot. Welterweight's just so congested, full of contenders right now, and a lot of guys who are really hungry to fight. I think welterweight is one of the most exciting divisions in the UFC right now. And Michael Morales with a big statement win over Sean Brady, someone who honestly probably should have had the title shot after Islam. You could argue Sean Brady deserved it over Islam. Like, beautiful performance by Michael Morales, man. As for Brady, maybe take a break, wait for a fight night card, maybe to pop up in Philly. I don't know. The pay-per-view cards don't seem to roll into Philadelphia too often. So if you can get a fight night main event in Philly against, I don't know, I would say maybe rematch Bilal if he loses to Ian Gary. I'm predicting Ian Gary will win that fight. I mean, you can't really do Leon again. I completely forgot Kamaru Usman's still in the mix at 172, so you got to keep that in consideration. Oh my God, man. I mean, maybe you do Brady Buckley. Like, I'm trying to think of what I want to see. But as for Morales, this may be a guilty pleasure of mine, but I want to see Michael Morales versus Carlos Prates. I really do. I've dreamt about that fight before last night, and now I want to see that fight more than ever. Carlos Prates becomes the first man to knock out Leon Edwards live at Madison Square Garden in the Mecca. Oh my God, dude. What a freaking performance by Carlos Prates. I mean, Leon got the takedown in the first round. Carlos got back up. He just kind of held Leon on his back for a bit. But all in all, beautiful performance by Carlos Prates. He did a phenomenal job of just making Leon fight his fight, especially in that second round. I think Carlos got into his head while Leon was trying to get the takedown when talking to him. I think Prates got in the head of Leon Edwards. I feel horrible for Leon Edwards because this is not going to do his confidence any bit of good. But you got to know that this is a reality when you fight a guy like Carlos Prates. The shot power that he's got is one of a kind, man. Dude, him versus Morales is something I have to see. Like, have to see. Dude, please, make that fight. Make that fight. I don't even care if it's a headline of fight night. I'm watching it. I do not care. I may go, like, just take my money. Because I think that's going to be one of the best fights UFC's ever made is Carlos Prates versus Michael Morales. That I want to see that fight so bad. So bad. If there's one fight I am dreaming of after tonight, it's Prates versus Morales, dude. I want that fight so bad. What a performance by Carlos Prates. As for Leon, man, dude, take some time off. Take some time to breathe. My laundry timer is literally going off in 10 seconds, so I'm going to stop that before it buzzes on me, and I'll go get that here once I'm done this recording. But Yeah, beautiful performance by Carlos Prates, man. Maybe give Leon like Gilbert Burns or something. Gilbert's always down to fight. I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm just looking back at the UFC Twitter account. Oh my god, dude. Benoit Saint-Denis took out Beneil Dariush in 15 seconds. I feel bad for Beneil. I really do. It was literally 15 seconds, dude. I genuinely feel bad for Beneil Dariush. I said this to my girlfriend because she watched. I mean, she's not a fight fan. She really isn't. But she was there doing her stuff while I was watching, and I said, like, friggin', I guess the only reason I can come up of why that happened to Beneil Dariush's karma for missing weight. I mean, he did only miss by 1.2 pounds or something like that. But still, beautiful, beautiful performance by Benoit Saint-Denis. Found the hole, hit Dariush, that looping overhand. Great performance by Benoit Saint-Denis, man. Flattens out Beneil Dariush. Beneil did get up, but he was dazed. I agree with the ref hauling him off there. Beneil doesn't need any more brain shaking after that. Great performance by the Frenchman of Benoit Saint-Denis with his former French military colleagues in the stands. Great performance by Benoit. I think he's ready to see a top 5 lightweight again. He's built himself back up. He's got the wins going now. I think he's ready to see the top 5 of the lightweight division. I should probably pull up the rankings here because I don't know what you do with Benoit, to be honest. I just want to see the rankings. What do you do with Beneil Dariush 155? Maybe Oliveira. I mean, if Paddy doesn't get the fight against Ilya, maybe you do Paddy versus Benoit. I don't hate that fight. I really don't hate that fight. Because you already got Armin booked versus, what's his face? Dan Hooker. That fight happens on Saturday. So, Oliveira or Paddy, it was like the only 2 options. I guess you could do Gaethje. But I don't see Gaethje taking a fight against Benoit. You're probably, I don't know, it's probably going to be Ilya versus Gaethje to open up UFC on Paramount. That's kind of how I see it. But yeah, I don't know what you do with Benoit at this point. But I do think he's ready to see the top 5 at the lightweight division. Now, what else do we have to talk about? Bo Nickal. Bo freaking Nickal, man. The head kick around the world. I did not see that coming at all. I mean, I knew this was a grappler versus friggin', what's it called? A grappler versus grappler fight. And these fights predominantly tend to play out on the feet. And Bo Nickal, beautiful. Beautiful performance by the All-American out of Penn State. Beautiful, beautiful performance. Gives the double bird to the crowd. I was sitting on top of the cage after a head kick KO. Like, Nickal was dominating the fight. I was like, okay, he'll probably see this out, get the decision, and then what? I just kicked my damn wheel and pedal set trying to do it. But my man was like, what? Get out of here, kid. I can't do it too good sitting in a chair. So Nickal just said, you're going. F's in chat. But yeah, beautiful performance by Bo Nickal, man. So many good fights. Like, yeah, he got a brutal knockout over Rodolfo Vieira. And yeah, Gregory Rodriguez got the unanimous decision win over Roman Kopylov. I didn't get to watch these fights, but I'll quickly brief them real quick. Aaron Blanchfield with a submission win in a very two beautiful women fight between her and Tracy Cortez. Great win for Aaron Blanchfield. Maybe she's ready for a shot at 125. I don't know. Oh yeah, how about this? Ethan Ewing beats Malcolm Wellmaker on 48 hours notice. That kid gets the Fair Fucks award because my God, man. That is impressive as shit. You go in against that guy and win. Like, I can't give that enough praise. Like, that is beautiful. Like, amazing performance by Ethan Ewing to get the win over Malcolm Wellmaker, man. Like, I think that deserves a lot of credit. It may not have been the best fight, but like, I think he deserves some credit. Kyle Dawkins gets this early stoppage over GM3. What else we got here? Pat Sabatini with the win over, well, who did he fight? Marsical? I don't know how you say that name. Klein gets the win over Angela Hill. What else happened here? Sursakayev with another finish. I don't think Sursakayev got anywhere near the hype he did at UFC 319. He got put on the prelims again. He should have been headlining the early prelims, if you ask me. Sursakayev is a dog, bro. I like that guy a lot. I really do. And yeah, Camilo. We got a win versus Borshev. And yeah, that was UFC 322 in a nutshell. Guys, let me know what your favorite fight of the night was. I'd probably have to give my favorite fight. I mean, you can't really give favorite fight. I mean, the favorite fight that I watched that went the distance was probably Valentina and Wei Li, but there were a lot of finishes on this one. It's so hard to give a knockout of the night, man. It really is. But I think the one that surprised me the most was Bo Nickel. When he landed that head kick, I'm like, God damn. I literally jumped off the couch. I'm like, oh my God. Man, shout out to Bo Nickel, dude. That boy, hell, what a way to rebuild yourself. What a way to rebuild yourself. But guys, that is UFC 322 wrapped and done. If you guys enjoyed the fights, make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe and share those notifications, turn on so you don't miss a future upload here on the channel. And yeah, for the next pay-per-view and final ever pay-per-view card, I'm just realizing that technically we'll head to Las Vegas, Nevada in the T-Mobile Arena as Merab Dvalishvili defends his welterweight bantamweight title for the fourth time this year against Petr Yan, and Pantoja defends his flyweight title against Joshua Van. But until then, guys, take care and peace!